Before you say anything, no, I absolutely should not be awake right now. It's for something, 4:30ish, I think, maybe, in the morning. I haven't slept, so that's good for me and all the things that I have to do today. So, I haven't watched the last two videos I uploaded. I haven't watched them back. I said I wouldn't do this anymore, but I've been doing it lately. Because I won't. What I try to watch videos before I put them up, just because it's generally a good idea to know what you're putting up on the internet, and so that's just kind of a basic, common sense thing to do. But also, when I tried to watch both those videos back, each one, I got so angry and upset at myself. I didn't really make it far into either. It was like a couple seconds. I was just like, I fucking hate you. God, please go die in a hole. So I uploaded it instead. Because in theory, what tends to happen is after it's been up for a little bit, I can rewatch it with less pain. And the thing is I always hate everything I make as I'm making it, as I just, finish it. I hate everything I'm making, always. I hate myself, always. And if I went off of, like, do I like this? Do I not like this? As a metric for whether to put something on my channel or not, I wouldn't have a channel. I just straight up wouldn't have a channel. There would be no videos here. Nothing would happen. So while I would love to upkeep that, like, common sense thing of watch something before you upload it in case you fucking, I don't fucking know. I don't know. I have no idea. I can't even come up with a fucking hyperbolic scenario. Just don't do that. Just maybe watch it before you put it up online. And that's common sense. But I can't, because if I did that with those two videos and several other videos that I've made, you would never have seen it. So, and I technically recorded two other things. I recorded them off camera. That's not how that works. I recorded two other things that I don't think are going to go up. One, because I bailed in the middle of it because it was just like, I was not in the right space to film. I was trying to film anyways because I wanted to film. Computer, you shouldn't be making noise at me, please. Fuck off. Well, that's annoying. I was supposed to turn the sound down on my computer, so that didn't happen. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying something. Now there's a pop-up window that I can't even get rid of because I can't fucking see, and I don't want to fucking move the mouse off the fucking record button because then I won't be able to find it again because I can't fucking see. It's so hard to see my cursor, even when I have correction on. Anyway, Jesus. What was I saying? Typically, good idea to watch something before you put it up. And I did record two things. Fuck off! I did record two things that I don't think will go up. For genuinely good reason. I don't know. This'll go up. This'll go up. No matter what happens, this'll go up. Because otherwise I'll get in this habit of where I'm recording things that don't go up. So there, I just spent, 10 minutes talking about putting videos up. Anybody still watching? No, absolutely not. So, I hate borderline personality disorder. I talk about like, oh, I don't know if I'm fully diagnosed with everything that's going on with me. Yes, and, I definitely do have borderline. Sometimes I've wondered if it was something else, but, when I was with my partners, we noticed a lot of my behavior, and I've always known it's kind of it's hard for me to form deep and lasting relationships for various reasons. Um, you know, and my one partner, she wondered if she had borderline, and she was the one I related to more anyway. I don't like how I said that, but I loved both of them very dearly. We wouldn't have stayed together for as long as we did if I didn't love them both. Um, but one of them, she and I were really like the same person in a lot of ways. We were, our brains worked very similarly in a lot of ways. Um, you know, which is both a good and a bad thing. I think when you have two people who are very alike, it either goes really well or really poorly, and usually a mix of both. I don't know. I think some people are attracted to the people they're like, and then some people are like, I don't want to be around anyone who's like me at all in any way. I don't know how true that is, but that's just like, you know, I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, is it selfish or arrogant the fact that I tend to like people who I feel like are like me? I mean, I know to an extent everyone's like that. Like, to an extent, everyone wants to find somebody who relates to their experience, right? So, like, people who have a similar experience to you, um, you tend to want to spend more time with them or something, because it's just like, you know, I don't know what I'm talking about. I just hate myself. I just hate borderline, because there's so many things that go into why borderline is a difficult diagnosis to live with. Um, it's this constant fear of abandonment, this emotional anguish, um, unstable sense of self. Never really understand who you are, and you're always shifting yourself to fit the space you occupy better. You know, um, it's deeply distressing to not know who you are, even when you're trying to find that out. Like, I hear a lot of people talk about, like, oh, I felt so much better once I started being myself, once I started, um, you know, being who I am. you know, like, once I stopped trying to please everybody else, like, my life got better, and I felt so much better about myself. Um, and I've tried to do that, and in some ways, especially through this channel, I'm a lot more myself than I have ever been allowed to be anywhere else, I guess. Um, Again, I've mentioned before how I can just kind of talk to a camera and nobody's talking back, nobody's, interrupting me or talking over me or telling me that what I'm saying is wrong, even though I'm sure I say things that are incorrect more than sometimes. I'm sure I'm not correct about everything I'm saying. Nobody can be. But, you know, my videos are so long because, you know, I'm allowing myself to breathe, kind of, you know? To be as myself as I know how to be, because I also feel like I just don't even know how to do that. You know, there's a lot of reasons why I feel so like adrift in my identity, and you know, a lot of it is, you know, it's just the nature of borderline. You're constantly, you know, you're constantly invalidated. When you develop borderline, that is part of how it develops is chronic invalidation. And so when your identity is constantly invalidated, it, you know, there kind of isn't anything left over to be an identity, I guess. I don't know, if you're cut off at every turn you have to grow into who you are. I guess it's trash morning. Can you hear that? Probably. It's right outside my fucking window. Anyway, sure we'll hear that soon when they leave again. Anyway, I'm distracted. You know, this sense of, I don't know. There are a few things I hold on to about my identity that you know, I feel like I cling to as kind of handholds while everything is shifting and rocking and you know, fucking going haywire. And it's that I try to choose compassion and kindness when I can. If I have the option to make that choice, I would rather make that choice. Just because I think that can be, and often is, the most valuable choice you can make when interacting with another human is to extend compassion in the way that you can, in the way that you're able. And that doesn't always mean you can do everything for that person, obviously. Often you can't. Most of the people you come across in life, you can't do everything for, right? You can't. Also, I know my hair looks like shit right now. Listen, it needs cut, and it's not happening anytime soon. So, good, great, love that. But just deal with it. Don't look at my hair. Don't look at me. Actually, just close your eyes. Watch this video with your eyes closed. What was I saying? Jesus Christ. I'm fucking tired. I'm tired. It's like 4 in the morning. I wonder why you're tired. I know why I'm tired. I know why. But I don't know. I don't know where I was going. I don't know. I've spent like my entire life trying to know myself and trying to figure myself out, because like I feel like I'm always causing a problem, or I'm always causing someone pain. I'm always causing myself pain. And I'd like that to stop at some point. That'd be great. That'd be great. And I know some of it is in my head. Well, that's not the way to say it. it's the tricky line between it's not in your head and also sometimes the things I think are not true. Sometimes I draw conclusions about things that are just not true. And that's not in my head. That is, people can be wrong about things. And unfortunately, I lack the ability to distinguish when I am likely wrong. I'm likely wrong about something. There they go. Goodbye, trash. I assume that's what that was. Anyway. Jesus. I don't know. I know I've got to watch those other 2 videos. It's probably a bad idea. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, man. I don't know what I'm doing. I keep feeling like it's a bad idea to even be doing these videos, because I know I put up shit that's like, I don't know, probably embarrassing or whatever. I'm always trying to make the right choice. I'm always trying to make the right choice, and I can't always make the right choice. And I also fail to understand the difference between a wrong choice that's like, well, okay, versus a wrong choice that's like, no, you're gonna ruin your fucking life, dude. Like, you're legitimately gonna fucking tear your life to shreds by doing this. This might be one of those, but I don't know. Oh god, why am I gonna burp? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just in so much pain. I'm in so much pain emotionally and physically and everything else. Right now there's so much fucking going wrong. There's so much going wrong, and I have so many fires to put out today. I don't know why I didn't sleep. I chose to play Silk Song instead. Yeah, that dates the video. Not that I really care. There's a date on the fucking video anyway, so whatever. Speaking of, that game is fun as fuck. Really fucking hard. But it's really fun. I've been actually like really proud of myself because I'm like, I worked really fucking hard to be good at Hollow Knight. I'm not like, there are people who were like really good at those types of games. I'm not talking about that level, but I'm shit at games, like shit at games. Awful. I cannot play video games. I'm terrible at video games. Terrible at them. So, but Hollow Knight was one that seemed like, it seemed like I could do it because with a lot of video games, this is off topic, but I don't care. It's my video. I get to talk about what I want. A lot of video games, the struggle is I can't fucking, my vision can't make sense of the graphics. I don't exactly know how to explain how my vision works. It's bad. It's not good. I can't fucking see. Except I can kind of fucking see because I feel like I use less visual information than most people do. Is that how to explain it? I don't know. I don't know. Vision's weird. But like a lot of video games, I'm really, really bad at because the graphics, I can't really make sense of what I'm seeing. I really wanted to play Bloodborne. I had a friend who really liked Bloodborne, and I thought it was really fucking cool. But the graphics, like everything is kind of slightly monochromatic. And the graphics are there's this weird thing with video games where it's like when the graphics are too detailed, they're too detailed for me to see. It's um, like I can see Minecraft decently, well enough to play. Not super well, but I can play it. But like, uh, like Bloodborne, like I would like be walking and there'd be an enemy like right in front of me and I'd just walk face first into it because I couldn't see it, right? Like it was that kind of thing. Like I just couldn't see the graphics, and I liked the game so much and wanted to play it so bad that I actually ended up when I would go to my friend's house who had the game, because we didn't really have consoles growing up. My very first console, unless you count a laptop, which is not a console, but like I played Minecraft on my laptop when I was in my early teens. But my first console that I got was a Nintendo Switch that I bought, and then now it's dying. Oh, it's really sad. It's probably technically still usable, not for fucking long though. So that sucks. There goes my Fire Emblem machine. I'm gonna lose Fire Emblem Three Houses. It's gonna go away forever. I'll never see it again. Oh well. But anyway, I liked the game Bloodborne so much that I wanted to see if I could get anywhere in it, and I ended up just like I would open the game, kill the first like literally the first like swarm of people. I don't know, just like first like group, until I think you go down to like the sewer area. I think it is, if you've played that game, which is like immediately after the first like bunch of people you fight. So like that's as far as I could make it. But I would spend hours just killing the same guys over and over again because it was just fun. I'm like, I want to play this game, but I can't fucking see what's happening. So that's usually the issues with games. I actually, with a friend very recently, we tried to play. We tried to play Baldur's Gate. That did not go well. We were doing like remote co-op, and I fucking literally we got to like the first fucking area. I don't know anything about that game, but we got to the first fucking area, and I could not see where I was going at all. Like I couldn't make out any of the graphics. I couldn't fucking see anything. So, I don't think we're gonna be able to continue to play that one, honestly. I'm just like, I literally, you will have to walk me around like a little fucking dog. It's not gonna go well. So, so it sucks. Like I like video games. I think they're cool. I've had a lot of friends I've had a friend who loves to play them. I've had a few. Some of my best memories with my best friend was watching her play Katamari, and that game I actually did get to play too. I love Katamari. Katamari Damacy, if anybody's played that. That's a fun fucking game. I forget which one we played, because I know there's a few different ones. I think the one that we would play most often was, I think it was We Love Katamari, but I'm not sure. It was the one where it's like the screen with all the cousins is like grass. It's just grass. Like everyone's just standing on fucking. Because I know there's one where they're like standing on like a world thing. Jesus, I don't fucking know. It's been a while. But we did love playing that game. That game, it doesn't matter if you can see or not. You just gotta fucking like. Can I roll here? Yep. Am I making forward momentum? Yes. Therefore, I'm making progress in the game. I'm not super great at that game. Except for the fucking bear level or whatever. Is it bears or is it fucking cows, or I think both? I don't remember. Where it's like you have to pick up like the biggest one. Yeah, I could never do that one. 'Cause I can't fucking see. Anyway. So Hollow Knight, I wanted to play Hollow Knight because I was like, okay, these are like simple, like two-dimensional graphics. It was like it's fairly monochromatic, but like the main, like the knight character, I think that's what he's called, the knight. They Listen, I don't fucking remember the lore. It's been a long time. I used to know the lore, and I can't remember a goddamn thing. It's been years. Um, but you know, he's kind of all white, so with like a, you know, mostly blue background, um, depending on the area you're in. And I was just like, I could learn this game. I could learn this game, and you know, a lot of good sound cues, vibration cues, you know, to help with things. And I was like, man, I know this is a hard game, but this feels like something that I could learn, right? Like, because like with Bloodborne, I knew it was a lost cause. With Bloodborne, I was like, yeah, I'm never gonna be able to fucking play this game. I'll just I'll just pretend and fight the first several bad guys, and you know. But I knew I'd never be able to get through that game. But then like I saw my friend playing Hollow Knight, which I'd never seen before, at the time, and like I was like, I bet this is something I could do. So I spent fucking hours. This was while I was living at her place with her. Tired. Sorry. But yeah. So I was like, I bet I could learn this one. So so I spent so long, because I also like I didn't really know how to use a controller very well. Like I'd used a controller for Katamari, but if you played Katamari, literally the the only thing you need to do on the controller is just over and over again. It's like you're just moving the thumbsticks back and forth to make yourself dash faster, and then running into things. Like it's not using a controller. And I never had really used one as a kid, growing up. Which was really funny because one time we had a group of friends together and we were trying to play Left 4 Dead, I think, which was the first time I'd ever held a controller when we tried to play that game, and man, that did not go well at all. It was a problem. I'm very used to being the problem in a group of any kind of game, whether it be a video game or, you know, a real life game. You should watch me play Smash. It's very fucking funny. I play Kirby and I'm dead in like 2 minutes. And most of my actions in the game are just bloop, 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 bloop. That's almost, that's it. And then I die and then I'm like, okay, everybody else is playing. I only picked Kirby because he's the easiest to see. This big round blob. I'm like, oh, I know where he is on the screen. I know where he is before I die, before my demise. I can watch myself suck. So anyway, it's very funny. Um, but yeah, so it was like, so I had to like learn how to use a controller, with Hollow Knight. And it was like, man, I spent the first so many fucking hours, like weeks. I spent weeks, in the Forgotten Crossroads area. If you know the game, there's this like this big room that has like that just has a bunch of like little bugs milling about. Like it's not really like a major like stuff's going on, or you know, whatever. It's just a lot of platforms, big open space, and very easy enemies. So for hours I would just jump around, practice hopping around, practice hitting the bugs, and you know, killing as many as I could, and then going back, sitting on a bench, coming back. Why am I so burpy? Jesus. No, not anymore. Stop. Ah. Anyway. Yeah, just like I spent so many like weeks doing that, just trying to get used to it. Because I was so bad. Like because I tried to like progress normally, and I couldn't even kill False Knight. I couldn't even kill False Knight at all. I couldn't even get to the False Knight because there's some fucking big guys in the way of that. Again, if you know the game. If you don't know the game, man, this is a terrible video for you. Because yeah. Highly contextual conversation, I guess, as usual, honestly. Yeah. So I just fucking like spent hours doing that, and then, you know, when it came time to like fight the first boss, I died a gazillion times, an embarrassing number of times. For anyone who has ever played a game ever, like Hollow Knight's hard. It's not the first room you die a million times hard, right? Like it's hard, but it's not. Yeah, just bad at games, bad at fucking games. So. So yeah, it's like I just spent a long time doing that, and then I kept practicing and I kept practicing, and it was really nice too because my friend had a huge TV. Like one of the best things about hanging out at her place was her TV was fucking huge. It was ginormous. And even then I would still sit like right up close to the screen just so I could like see everything. Like that's like the one extravagance that I want some days. I just want a giant ass TV so I can see what's going on. So I can see. I don't have to fucking strain my eyes to figure out what's happening. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know when that'll happen, if ever, but yeah. But yeah, I practiced for a really long time, and I got really, really good at the game. Like after, again, I've said this before, I have like 800 hours logged in that game. A lot, a lot of hours. And it's like, how could you even have that many in Hollow Knight? It's like, well, you see, I got real good at the game, and then what I decided to do for fun, for shits and giggles, is just to restart the game over and over and over again. And I had like a very specific path I'd go, a specific route. And it was kind of dumb. I got a little bit, I don't know, over controlling about it, I guess. Where I knew how much of the like, I don't remember what the money system is called, Geo, I think. I knew how much Geo I had to have per room to have gotten all of it. And so I would always know, like, by the number in the top left, like, if I'd completed everything correctly in that room. And I had it memorized, like, how much Geo I should have at any given point. Until a certain point when you start losing it in the acid, then it's like, okay, well. But I would, like, restart if one, like, fell down a hole or something. It got bad. It was like energy that if I had been using correctly, I could have put into becoming a speedrunner, except I wasn't doing it for speed. I was doing it for my own arbitrary rules that I'd made up. My own arbitrary standards of how to fucking play the game that make no sense to anyone. Like I had like I had this specific route that I would go through the entire game. Like I'd go this place first, and then this place, and then this place, and then this place. And if I'd messed it up once, I couldn't figure out what to do in the game. I was like, I don't know what to do now. I don't know what I've missed. So I got to the point where I could complete like all of the major parts of the game. Again, if you know the game, I could like get the 3 Dreamers in like 20 hours, which is not bad for not speedrun by any means. Obviously, I'm not trying that, but I don't know. I got pretty good at the game. Why am I so burpy? But and so I was like really excited, you know, like the rest of the world, like every other person who ever has touched a video game ever. I was like, Silksong, 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 and then it came out, and I was so excited, and I got it, and I've been playing it, and I love it so much, and I'm like, I'm picking this up way faster than I thought I would. That's been the really cool thing is I'm picking it up way faster than I thought I would. Because the movement is a little bit different, but it is very similar. Obviously, it's the same dev team, obviously. So, but I've been like I did really good at like the start of it. Now I'm sucking. Now I'm having trouble. now now it's not going so great. Um, Mild spoilers for the game, I guess. I haven't finished it and I haven't like seen enough about it, but like if you're a person who's like I don't want to know anything before playing the game, I might say some shit that you might not want to know. So, um, but um, yeah, I've been doing really good at it. I've been really proud of myself because like again, I'm not good at video games. I'm not. It is the joke that I'm not good at video games, right? Like everybody knows I'm not good at video games. Um, that's just kind of how it is. And I'm kind of sad because like my best friend who got me into Hollow Knight, she had said she was going to play Silksong, and I guess she's not going to now. I mean, I think she probably will eventually, but right now she's really busy is the big problem. So I'm like, I want someone to play it with me. um, oh. But I'm just like, yeah, I want someone to play with me. Because it's like, I don't know. I played most of that game with her, watching, of Hollow Knight. And, I don't know, I miss that. I'm an incredibly social person, right? Which is really ironic for me being as agoraphobic as I am. Those two traits do not mix well, to be quite fucking frank. Um, you know, I don't know. I don't know, man. Yeah, this is why I hate Borderlands. It's like, why can't I just talk about what I want? Why can't I just fucking... Why do I care so much? Why do I care so fucking much about how I'm perceived that I can't even fucking enjoy my own space, right? My hair's fucking terrible and I don't know how to fix it. I need a haircut and it's not gonna fucking happen because I don't have a fucking ride. And in theory, I might not have the money. There's so much bullshit going on right now with the fucking apartment. I don't even know what my fucking rent is. That's the current issue. I need to get a official piece of paper from some fuck to tell me how much I owe on a monthly basis. And no matter who I talk to, they are not the person to give me that paper, apparently. So, that's the current fucking fight I'm in. It's like, seriously, someone has to be able to give me this form. So I have to know what I have to pay in rent. Jesus fucking Christ, I have to fucking know what I have to pay in rent. Nobody can tell me. I'm stressed to goddamn hell. I'm so fucking stressed to goddamn hell. And I want this to be a place where I'm ostensibly having fun. That's not the right word for that scenario, is it? I've been using that word too much. And incorrectly, probably. I don't know, I haven't looked it up in a while. I don't know. I don't know. The thing is that, like, I am in so much pain. I am in a lot of pain. We've been over this. We've been over this. That's what most of these videos are about. I'm in a lot of pain. There's not really fucking much that anyone can do about it, right? You know, so what do I do about it? Because, you know, what I've been doing hasn't been helping, right? So what do I fix? And in theory, one of the things to fix is just to try to maybe lighten up on myself a little bit and just do some shit for fun, because I feel like there's not a lot of things I do just for pure hedonistic fun. Because I'd like to think, you know, and maybe I'm being naive or arrogant or fucking full of myself, drowning in my own ego. But I don't know. I feel like I have the potential to make things that are really cool and could make a difference. And that is really important to me. Also, I'm a little bit too much up my own ass about what I think I can do versus what I can actually do. I have a very distorted view of the world, a very distorted view of reality, which is deeply unfortunate. God. Everything hurts. Hi. Fuck. This is a terrible video. I don't know. I feel like I have the capacity to make cool things. I think God has been very kind to me in a lot of ways, and I have a lot of things that I'm able to do. I have a lot of various skills and abilities that I think could be used to make things that could help people, or that, you know, someone else might not be able to make. Also, when I spend all my time stressing, I'm not making anything, right? I'm spending all my time freaking out, then I'm not making anything. And when I'm stressed, I can't make anything. That's been the most frustrating part, is that life has been so stressful that I feel like I can't make shit. I can't do the things I want to do. I want to be writing more on my projects, and then also every time I fucking open the Word document to look at what I'm working on, it's just, my brain just immediately fills with just, like, fog. Like, anytime. It's so frustrating. And I know I know it's a psychological battle, right? Like it's my own fear and shit that I have to work through and push through. And push through might be the wrong way to do it, but because brute forcing, when it comes to mental health, brute forcing is rarely the fucking answer, I find. um, but the problem still stands that every time I fucking open the Word document to look at what I'm trying to do, just my brain just fills with just like fog and like I can't think, I can't look at it, I can't make forward momentum on it. I can't finish it in some cases. Some smaller pieces are so close to being done, and I just can't finish them. And it's like this haze just like fills my mind where I can't look at what I'm doing, and I can't do anything, and I have to push extremely hard to make it through that, to get to actually doing something on it. And I can't always do that, and lately I haven't been able to, which is very frustrating. The only way you finish big projects like the ones I'm working on is by, a little bit at a time, right? How to eat a whale, one bite at a time, right? So Jesus, my fucking hair. I want a haircut so bad, and it's not gonna fucking happen. I have to be up in a few hours to make phone calls until somebody fucking lets me know what I need to know. Until I fucking get a hold of. I can't get a hold of my case manager. I can't reach my fucking case manager. I've called her a gazillion times and she won't fucking call me back. I don't know if I've been dropped. Nobody told me. But I don't know if I've been dropped, and it's like I need a case manager to help me with this shit. How do I not even know what my fucking rent is? Been here for months. I don't even fucking know what my rent is. I mean, I've been paying rent, but it's the wrong amount, and I know it's the wrong amount. And when I try to talk to them about it, it's like, yeah, we know it's the wrong amount too, but we don't know the right amount. Talk to the person about the right amount. I'm like, cool, who's that? They're like, I don't fucking know. And I talk to the other person, the only other person I know, and she's like, yeah, talk to the person you just talked to. They will know. And I'm like, she just told me she doesn't know. It should not be my fucking job to do this. I have a fucking lease that I signed that doesn't even have the right amount on it. I'm under so much fucking stress, man. I'm under so much fucking stress. So why can't I utilize the spaces I have to try and be happy? Try to, as Marie Kondo said, spark joy. Do things that spark joy, right? It's really hot right now. I need to close the windows and turn on the AC today. It got absurdly hot for no reason. I don't know what the thermostat says, but it was saying 80 something earlier today. And my dumbass didn't think, hey, maybe we close the windows and turn on the AC. Maybe that's the right answer when it's so hot that you're sweating just sitting there. Maybe. And then I'm like, no, it's just in my head. It's not actually that hot. It's just in my head. And then I look at the thermostat and it's like, oh my God, how is the number that high? It's like, well, because you're a dumbass. Help me. Why? It should not be this hard. It should not be this hard to stay alive. It should not fucking be this hard to stay alive. Don't cry. It really fucking shouldn't be. It It really fucking shouldn't be. I feel like I can't connect to people. You know, my best friend is like, you know, she's so busy right now, and I don't even think we would be able to talk about Hollow Knight or Silksong anymore. Just with how our relationship has developed since she's left. I'm lonely. I'm fucking lonely. And I try to spend time with people, and somehow I feel lonelier afterwards. I'm sick of all these videos just being depressing, man. I'm sick of these videos just being fucking depressing. And then it's like, should I just fucking abandon YouTube? Like, you know, what if YouTube's not the right answer? Because that's the frustrating thing, is I keep being like, what's the right answer? What's the right answer? What's the right answer? You know, how do I ease my suffering? How do I fucking survive? You know, I don't think life should always be about trying to escape suffering, right? I think constantly trying to escape suffering leads to resilience issues, right? Like you have to have challenges, and you have to it's a skill in therapy called building mastery, where you kind of set up challenges in your life, or take the challenges that are already standing, and every time you defeat one of those challenges, every time you rise above it, it builds this feeling of this sense of confidence in your brain that you can do this, right? Like it, in theory, it's supposed to build this confidence in yourself and your abilities, and you know, help you navigate things. So, but I don't know. I don't know what I'll say. This is why it's not great to record at fucking, what time is it? Oh, 5 a.m. Good. That's what I wanted. It's definitely what I wanted. 5 a.m. Perfect. Excellent. I should definitely be up at this hour. But I have to spend a whole day making phone calls. You can't hear what I'm saying, I don't think. Fuck you. Anyway. I'm just not doing good. I'm not doing good. I'm burnt out on recovery, which is the fucking most insidious form of burnout, I think. Burning out on trying to recover. It's like, how else am I gonna heal, dumbass? You know? How can you burn out on the thing that's saving your life? In theory. I don't know. I never know if I have the wrong answers or not. And fuck Christ, my back hurts so bad right now. I don't even know why. Maybe it's because I've been leaning too close to my screen to play Silksong. That's probably what it is. That's probably what it is. That's why I need a TV. It's a giant TV. So I don't have to fucking hunch over my screen to fucking play Silksong. Why am I so burpy? Jesus. No, okay. myself. I hate myself. I hate myself. I want to make videos where it doesn't end like this, alright? Like, I want to make videos where I'm actually having fun. I mean, I am having fun. Or when I'm not having fun doing this, it's still... Why am I so burpy? Why? I hate myself. I'm disgusting. But we knew that already. If you've watched the other videos, we already knew that. Can't fix my fucking hair, can't fix my fucking life. What am I doing wrong? Just what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Can someone tell me that? Anyone in the world? My therapist is not doing a good job of telling me that, of telling me what I'm doing wrong. And I hate how infrequently I'm seeing her. I only got to see her once this month. It's gonna be next month before I can see her again. It's like, I feel like I need to see her more often. Oh, Jesus, why? Yeah, definitely too much video game. Too much video game. That's the problem. Too much video game. Oh my god. I don't know. I'm burnt out, which might mean I need to take a break from filming. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what it means. I'm not sure what it means, because if I don't film, I do fucking go a little nuts. Like, I do lose contact with reality a little more when I don't film. This is the thing that does happen. So it's like, well, what's the answer to that then? What do I do? Because if every time I sit down, I start crying because I'm sad, that doesn't seem like the answer. What is the answer? There is no answer. That's the thing. There is no answer. We're all just trying to survive. We're all just trying to live. We're all just trying to make it to the next day. And that's the problem. is we're living day to day. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I know it has to do with my perspective. I know it has to do with my outlook. It has to do with this. It has to do with what's up here. Not saying that I don't have genuine things to be upset about, not saying that I don't have genuine struggles that are causing problems. I'm not saying it's in my head, but what I am saying is that regardless of whether I'm struggling or not, regardless of whether I'm suffering or not, I have to live, right? Regardless of whatever the fuck is happening in my life that is making it intolerable, I have to live through it anyway, you know? That's the thing. You know, it's diminishing to say that it's just my perspective that's making me so depressed. Like, it's diminishing to say that everything will be better if I just change how I look at it, because that invalidates the fact that I am going through some really shitty fucking things, some of which I haven't talked about here, can't talk about here, whatever, and some that I've talked about too extensively on here. To phrase it in the most judgmental way towards myself as possible. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. I just keep trying to think of, you know, how can I ease the suffering to a manageable level? You know? I don't want to have to be just surviving my whole life, but, you know, while things are this tough, I don't want to say bad, because a lot of it is good things, right? It's like I moved out, I've moved towards more independence. That's a good thing. I can't say that this apartment is a bad thing, because it's not. It's a good thing. I love this apartment. I really love this apartment. I want to stay here. I want this apartment. but trying to navigate this has been so fucking hard, and I've never felt so fucking isolated and so fucking alone. It really fucking felt like my family just like they've been helping me. They have been helping me, but it feels like emotionally they've been like, oh, finally he's out of the house, he's gone. That's what it feels like, and some of that's a feeling. Some of that's a feeling and not a fact. Something I always have to remind myself. I don't want to fucking throw him under the bus, but after I got this apartment, there was just one morning when I came down, my dad just said like, before I got a chance to move in, he was just like, you need to get moving now, like you need to, get going. It's just like, that's it, I'm moving out of the house. That's it. I don't know. Is that a shitty thing to think? I don't fucking know. I tried to schedule a thing with my dad where I'm like, hey, every Monday, can we hang out and talk about theology? My dad went to seminary. He has a couple degrees, but he went to seminary. He wanted to be a pastor when I was young. He tried to start a church. It didn't go very well. But I have good memories of while we were trying to do that. Memories of having chairs in our house and, him playing the guitar. He can play the guitar. I told him I want to learn from him, but I don't have my own guitar, and they're kind of expensive. And I don't know if he has the time or not. But I was saying, on Mondays, can we hang out and like talk about theology? Because I'm at a weird place with my faith, but I like theology. I think theology's fascinating to talk about. I have a lot of opinions about it. In college, I took a an introductory theology class, which it's funny because before I went to college, my dad said he was like, how did he say it? It was something like, don't take theology, or if you take theology, be ready to like. How did he say it? It was nothing will like crush your faith in God like theology, or something along those lines, where it was like, basically, if you start thinking about it, it's not good, which is what happened to me. My theology class shattered my belief in God, but but also not really. I don't know. I have a very complicated understanding of God that is, we don't have the time to get into it right now, but I don't know, I said I wanted to talk theology with him, on a weekly basis, and he hasn't been wanting to do that. Well, he said he would, and then I don't know. He's going through a lot right now. In the span of 2 years, he lost his mom and his sister, It's like, and in my opinion, none of us in our family ever learned how to grieve properly. And I'm still figuring it out, man. I'm terrible with grief. I'm terrible with it. And it's frustrating. It's really frustrating because, like, I have an opportunity here. I have this new apartment. I have the space to do the things I want to do that I have felt too restricted to do in other spaces. I have freedom to do it, you know? In theory. Oh, my mind just blanked. I was gonna say something more and I can't remember what I was gonna say. I spend all my time thinking about things I've lost instead of looking forward. And I don't really fucking know how to look forward. I don't. That's what I'm finding is I try to look forward, but looking forward just scares me. You know, having an idea of what I want to do or achieve, it's fucking scary. It's really terrifying. Because it's like, I could spend however long, I could sink however many hours, how many days, weeks, months, years, blood, sweat, and tears into something. And I can hope for it and pray for it and want it with everything. And I can work as hard as I can physically, feasibly do to get there. Sometimes just shit doesn't work out, you know? But you have to have hope about things, right? There has to be something to hope in. You have to have things to look forward to. You have to have goals you're working towards, or else you're just kind of floating in limbo with no direction and nothing to grab onto, right? So you have to have things that you want. You have to have things to look forward to. And unfortunately, I've found that I'm a more ambitious person than I would like to be. And I can't decide if it's more self-defeating to be more ambitious than I'm capable of, or if it's more self-defeating to just remove all concepts of ambition from me to keep myself sane. The only difference between bravery and stupidity is if you're brave, shit works out. Or if shit works out, it means you were brave. If it doesn't, it means you were stupid. That's the thing. People are like, oh, bravery and stupidity. Such a fine line between those two. The only line between those two is the success rate, to be honest with you. So, that means you don't know if you're brave or stupid until the end. So, I mean, I know I'm stupid. I already know I'm stupid. I'm dumb as fuck. I'm smart in the useless ways, right? Any knowledge that has actual meaning or use, I can't fucking, I don't know. fucking dumb. I don't know what I'm doing with my life, man. I don't fucking know what I'm doing with my life. I feel like I'm spending it wrong. I feel like I always make the fucking wrong choice. And I'm not really finding much evidence to the contrary right now. I've never been so isolated. I've never been so isolated and simultaneously been trying to connect with so many people. It feels like as soon as I started trying, things got worse. And that's not entirely true. Like most things I feel, it's not entirely fucking true. I know my feelings are childish. I know my feelings are immature. It's part of borderline, man. It's part of borderline where you feel so intensely all the time. And then either the intensity is wrong, or the feeling itself is wrong, or the conclusions that you rapidly come to from the feeling. You know, it's really fucking hard not to go from feeling to thought. I'm starting to question therapy's desire to make it possible to completely sever the connection between the two, to be honest. I'm starting to question therapy a lot. Can I be completely honest with you? I'm starting to question therapy a lot. In general, I think therapy is a good thing if you are struggling. You know, I think it's a good option because a lot of people haven't tried it. And you can learn very valuable things in therapy. The only reason that I am as, the only reason that I can be as balanced in how I try to address my imbalance is because of therapy. Because I've had fucking 15 years of it. More at this point, more than that. So, like, I think therapy's good, but I think sometimes therapy's not enough. I think everybody who is struggling with mental health issues should try therapy. Because for a lot of people, it's very helpful. In general, I think it is helpful. I think there are a lot of mental wellness skills that you can really only learn in the therapy room. They just don't teach it out in the world. They don't teach you how to think that way. And, you know, I wouldn't be able to manage a lot of these emotions without having had the years of therapy that I did have. And also, I do wonder if it's hitting a point of actually being more harmful, that I've been overtreated, perhaps. And the problem is I don't know what to do in that scenario. Okay, I've been overtreated. Well, I don't think the answer is to stop going to therapy. Don't think that's the answer. I need someone to fucking talk to. Someone to talk to who's, in theory, fucking qualified to help, right? And also, I feel like therapy in a lot of ways has further divorced me from myself in some ways. I don't know. Because in therapy, especially if you have borderline, the primary methods for therapy in that are to teach yourself that your feelings are not linked to reality. To teach yourself that the first thought you have, the first feeling you have, if it is not an ideal feeling or thought, then you have to change it. I don't even know which thoughts are healthy anymore. I don't know which of my thoughts are healthy and which ones are unhealthy. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why I'm in so much distress. I'm in constant fucking distress. I'm in an unbearable level of distress right now. Unbearable level of pain right now. It's unbearable. It's unbearable right now. It's unbearable. And all the years of therapy I've had are not helping. And I talk to my therapist and she says, what would be most helpful from the session today? I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't know what I need. I don't know what I need. I don't know why. I don't know why. There's only so much of myself I can change. There's only so much of myself I can fix. I don't know how to fix most of me. I have volatile emotions. That is part of the disorder. I have these feelings of pain and emptiness in me. It's part of the disorder. I have impulsive urges. I have, desire for self-harm. Ideation of terrible things. I feel so hopeless. And the thing is that therapy has helped because therapy has taught me that hopelessness is a feeling, right? And sometimes your feelings are not grounded in reality. Because it feels hopeless, but I know for a fact that the only time things are truly hopeless is if you take yourself out of this world. And I'm scared. I'm scared something bad's gonna happen today. Man, I'm terrified something terrible's gonna happen today. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know how to explain that. Ugh, fucking hate my hair. Can't fucking see it. And just know it's being a problem. I'm in so much fucking pain, man. I'm in so much pain. No one has the bandwidth. No one has the bandwidth for it. So scared. I'm so scared of so many things. I don't know how many of my fears are real or not. I'm just tired, man. Tired of being in pain. And the thing is, I will always be in pain. I will always be in pain. For the rest of my life, I will be in pain. For the rest of my life, I will be in pain. And that is just true. That's just true. Unfortunately, that's just true. Because, you can't escape pain. Life is not about escaping pain. Life is about learning to manage pain. It's about learning to cope with the pain, live through the pain. Thrive despite the pain, if you can, you know. You know, that chronic feeling of emptiness that comes with borderline is you want to find something to fill it, right? You're just constantly looking for some way to fill that, and it just can't. You know, relationships with people like me are hard because no matter what I have, it will always hurt. I could have everything, and in a lot of ways I do have a lot. I have a lot. I have a lot. I've been given a lot. I really have been given a lot. I really have been. I know I have been. I've been given a lot. And I still feel empty, and I still feel in pain. I don't know what to do about it, man. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know what the answer is anymore. I don't know what the answer is. Oh my god. My back hurts so bad. This definitely means I gotta take a break of Hollow Knight or Silksong. I was having fun playing my Vibio game. And now I can't anymore. Not anymore, but probably do have to take a break just because my back is fucking killing me right now, and that has to be the reason. I take one break. I take one break to play a game. Excuse me, and this is what happens. This is what happens to me. God, I didn't realize how much my back hurt until I was fucking talking. Jesus Christ. This is literally, it's like... What would this be on the number scale? I think it's like an 8 for me. It's real bad. This is really bad back pain right now. It's also down my leg, so it's probably fucking sciatica bullshit. Fuck, it hurts. It's hard to fucking think. I'm trying to make a fucking video, man. At 5 in the morning. The best time to film. When you haven't slept at all, and you have to spend the next fucking 9 hours on the fucking phone trying to get one fucking person to tell you what the fuck is going on and give you this one fucking form that you need to access your fucking food stamps, or else your government assistance is gonna be taken away if you don't get this within fucking 30 days. That's what I hate about the system of disability. It's like everything is life and death. If you don't get this form in, you will lose everything you've ever had. It's like, I don't know how much of that language is like, okay, yeah, that's what's gonna happen versus they're trying to scare us into compliance, which I know is more, I know that's more the answer. But the problem still stands that if I can't talk to anyone, no one knows that because the thing is that they want to know you're trying, right? They want to know you're trying to get stuff in, which is why I've been still paying rent, just the wrong amount of rent, because that is, at least it's like, hey, I am paying, so clearly, you know, I put the money in. It's the wrong amount, but I did put money in, you know, because if they know you're trying, they're like, okay, you know. I know that language is more for the people who are just like not doing anything, which that's still questionable, but that it's like let's just scare you into listening. That's the best tactic to make sure someone is working with you, is just freak them out, just really scare them. But hurts so goddamn bad right now. Jesus Christ. It's to the point where it's like literally distracting me. Anyway. Fuck. Ow, Jesus Christ. And also my shoulder's fucking still like, I can't fucking lift my shoulder. This whole half of my body right now is just not okay. I don't know what the fuck happened. Like this entire half of my body is not not all right. Am I gonna die? I have so much health anxiety, and I don't know how much of it is legit, real or not. Am I gonna die? I don't know. I hope not. I hope there's nothing seriously fucking wrong. I did go to the fucking... While we're on the topic of absolutely nothing, I did fucking go to the fucking... I got a fucking ultrasound of my... the lady parts, whatever they're called, the lady parts. Because that is so much fun to remember that you have lady parts when you're a male identifying individual. And it's funny because, like, so there was this one time when I had this really bad pain in my lower back for 3 straight months. It was real fucking bad, very localized, one spot. They never could figure out what it was. And funny enough, on that same side, they haven't been able to find the fucking ovary when they've done... I should have warned medical shit. Listen, you can leave if you want to. I don't fucking care. They couldn't fucking find my left ovary for a really long time, and that was where the pain had been. And one of my theories... I haven't been diagnosed with endometriosis, but they have... My gynecologist was like, yeah, you have PCOS, so, like, you know, endometriosis is often comorbid, and you might, but to find out, we'd have to do a laparoscopy, and I don't think you want that, so, you know, I treat them the same way, so, you know, I treat it with hormones, so you don't need a diagnosis. I'm like, okay, cool. But one of my theories was that my ovary got stuck to that endometrial tissue had like stuck my ovary to like the wall of my back. That was like my pet theory when the pain was happening, because it was really bad and it was so excruciating for so long. And they just kept saying it was muscular, and I'm like, it's not muscular. Listen, I know what muscular pain feels like. What I'm feeling right now, my back pain right now, that's muscular. I know what muscular pain feels like. I was a dancer. I played soccer. I know what muscular pain is, okay? Right now I'm in muscular pain. Also possibly a little bit of sciatica, but I don't know. I'm not sure. It is going down my leg, but I'm not sure. But it's like, this is muscular pain. I know what this is. That was different. It felt different. It reacted different. It was different. And nobody listened to me. No doctor listened to me. And I was like, I bet that it, like, some tissue got stuck and it stuck my ovary to the back wall, which sounds like ludicrous, but that's my pet theory. And then they haven't been able to find it for like years. But their thing was like, well, if something was wrong with it, it would have shown up because it would be inflamed, right? So if we can't see it, that's probably a good thing. Which fascinating logic about a human organ in a body. But okay. If it's not there, it's probably fine. Which I'm sure they're right, but also it's like, okay. And they found it this time. Which also, I'm also gonna say this, about, so they do, ultrasounds, for, like uterus and stuff. They can do it 2 ways. One way is called transvaginal, where they, literally take the thing and they stick it in you. And they look look at everything from the inside, basically. And then the other way is you drink a whole fuck ton of water, you hold your urine, you hold your bladder, and then they look on the outside and press down on the outside. That way is so much more painful because you have to sit there with a full fucking bladder while they're literally pressing on it. And it's very painful. So also, because here's the thing, the amount of water they tell you to drink is more than you need to have in your bladder every time. But I'm the goody two shoes where I'm like, I'm going to do what the paper fucking says. I'm going to do what the paper says. So if you tell me to drink this much water, I'm going to measure out this much water and I'm going to drink it in the amount of time you told me to. And then every time I go in to do it, they're like, oh, your bladder's too full. Your bladder's too full. Your bladder's too full. Because they overestimate for people who don't follow the rules as strictly, and then they fucking, come in with like probably enough. Every time it's always like, your bladder's too full. Go pee out just a little bit and then come back. And it's like, how much control do you think I have of my urethra? Seriously. Anyway. Listen, I just say shit on here and you just have to deal with that. Or you can leave. That's also an option. You can leave. But I will just say shit. So anyway. So I don't like, the thing is that I do have cooch trauma. So, transvaginal hurts a lot, but I hate the fucking, because the thing is like, then you have to have like a whole full bladder for like the entire car ride. Every single fucking bump you hit on the way, you have a full fucking bladder. And then you have to sit in the waiting room for them, and only for them to tell you, hey, go pee a tiny amount because you're too full. It's like, Jesus Christ. So I've just been doing the other way because I'm like, it's also faster the other way. Like, it's just like you just go in, be in pain for, 10 minutes or something while they fucking push inside you. It hurts so fucking bad. Every time I do it, I'm like, listen, it's gonna hurt. There's nothing you can do that will make it not hurt. I don't care how much lube you put on the instrument. It's gonna fucking hurt. Don't listen to me. Don't worry about it. Because I'm always like making like, because I'm like tensed up and then fucking like, I don't know. And they're always like, sorry, as they're like, oh, it's so fucking painful. It hurts so bad. But this is the interesting thing. This is what was fascinating about this. This is the reason I brought all that up. I did have a purpose for oversharing. Okay, hold on, stay with me. Stay with me. So she's like pushing, and they always like have to push more because they're trying to find that stupid fucking left ovary that they can never fucking find. And I'm just like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't listen to me. I'm freaking out because this hurts and I'm remembering terrible things. But don't worry about it. I know you have to do this to do your job. This girl, this technician, she was like, I can't find it. And I'm like, yeah, nobody can. And she's like, okay, I'm going to try something. She fucking switches over to the other fucking instrument, the one that they use on the outside when you have to have a full bladder. I have no urine in me at this point. Like, I fucking went before I got there, right? And she's like, I'm gonna use this to see if I can find it, just in case. She uses it, and she finds it. She finds the fucking ovary, the left ovary. Apparently it was hidden behind my uterus, which is not where it's supposed to be. She said that's fine. I'm a little like, is that fine? Maybe it is. I'm not a doctor. I don't know. Is that fine? Is that normal? I don't know. But anyway, this leads me to think that my theory was correct. That all of that pain was because the endometrial tissue had kind of pulled it out of place. Because apparently it's like wrapped around like right behind it. Maybe that's normal. That could be normal. I don't know enough about the human body. I truly do not. But that was very amusing that it's like every time you always say I have to drink fucking 2 liters. I don't remember how much it is, but it's like, I have to drink fucking 2 liters of water and fucking sit here. Well, you push on my full bladder while it hurts. And it's like, you can do this without that. And maybe it's just because I'm fat. I don't fucking know. I don't know how it works. Maybe because, like, I'm larger, that gave more. Jesus, I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. But I was offended. I'm like, how the fuck? How did this work? Anyway. So there's too much information about my organs, but also, I guess they found my missing ovary. So there's that. And they're like, well, it's normal size, so it's probably nothing's wrong with it. I'm like, okay, I'm willing to believe that. Thank God it's not fucking torsioned and cut off and like rotting inside me or some shit. So, anyway, that's a concern I have sometimes. That's the thing is, like, I know I have so much like body hypochondria, like where I'm just like, I'm always afraid something's actually wrong. And it's like, more likely it's just a manifestation of my stress. It is more likely that I just am under so much severe stress that everything hurts. And, you know, it's not that I'm making it up, but, you know, psychosomatic exists for a reason. You know, that's a thing for a reason. So, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm probably fine. But what if I'm not fine? What if I'm gonna die? I hit my head in 2023. In April. Got a fucking concussion over something real stupid. And then I was freaking out that I had a TBI for so long. Cause like the corner of my mouth is a little like fucky, and then sometimes this eye is a little droopy. And I was like, did I fucking have a stroke? And it's like, I don't think so. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what's wrong with me. I know I didn't used to have the droopy eye and my mouth being fucky, but also, I don't know. I just don't know. I don't. This is the problem. Is like I never know what's a real threat and what's not. That's the biggest issue. The thing about anxiety. The thing about anxiety is anxiety tells you there's a threat when there's not. That is an anxiety disorder. Is you think you think there's a threat that it's not a threat, but you are perceiving it as a threat. You know. But then, you know, what happens when you have legitimate things to fear, right? I never know the difference. I never know what's a legitimate thing to fear and what's just fucking anxiety. And I miss having people in my life, i.e. my partners, who could easily tell me which it was. I'm not a very stable person. And that's not to say that's not meant in a derogatory way, but I'm not a stable person. I'm not a steady person. I'm very turbulent. Sometimes I've personified myself as an ocean because I feel like that explains how everything in my brain and body always feels so big, so out of control, that I don't even know how to begin to address any of it, and that there's so much shit beneath the surface, you know, where no eyes can see. So much that's just going on, and I don't know where to begin. You know. I'm fucking terrified of the ocean. Terrified of the ocean. I don't fucking know, man. I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what's wrong with me, and I don't know what to do to fix it. Love to fix it. Love to fix it. Fucking would love to fix it. You know. I hate that I keep coming back to this, but it's just... I miss having partners. I miss having a family like that. I miss the kids. I miss being in that family. And I miss having people in my life who felt stable, you know, felt like an anchor, you know, where it's, you know, I could talk to them, and, you know, I don't know. I don't want stability, because I feel like stability often comes with, you know, stasis. I don't want stasis. I don't want stasis, but, you know, but I also don't want to be so in the air that I don't know where the ground is anymore, you know? I want stability to hold on to. Because every time I try to put myself in a box, I don't fit, right? I don't fit, but then I'm just left kind of existing amorphously without any handholds or anything to grasp. I don't know. I don't know. I have to watch my other 2 videos and I'm gonna be upset. I don't want to watch them. I feel like I said some stupid shit or did some stupid shit. I don't want to see those videos. I don't want to see them, and I don't want to see this one either. Because I know I look fucking disgusting. Why do I care? Why do I care? Why do I care? Why do I care? I say all this shit like, oh, this is just for me, this is just for me, and then I'm like, I don't want to watch my video because I look too disgusting. If it was really for me, why would I care? I hate myself. 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 Can't feel my hands. I don't know why that happens sometimes. It's just like this, all numb. Oh, my back. Jesus. It hurts so bad. yes, my posture helps so much. But, you know, I really don't feel like talking like this is gonna help me feel better, you know? I don't feel like I'm gonna feel better about myself if I make the video looking like that, so. I don't know. I don't fucking know. I give myself my tea shot today. So I thought about doing that on camera, and then I'm like, maybe not. Maybe that's a bad idea. But also, maybe it's a great idea. But either way, I wanted to wait till it was sun out because sunlight is the best light for my vision. Because indoor lights never have the full spectrum that I need for my vision. Even full spectrum inside lights is just not good. It's not enough light for my eyes. I should go outside more, but man, I hate existing in front of other humans. And that bit of information is probably gonna get me in trouble, but just I hate existing in front of other people. Because I feel disgusting, and I feel like a monster, and I feel like I don't deserve to be outside because I should hide and decay like a monster is supposed to. And now I'm a 15-year-old emo boy. Good, great, love that. And I love how I just fucking invalidated every 15-year-old boy who ever went through anything. So cool, that's good. I can't fucking win with myself. I always lose against myself. It's really annoying. I hate myself so much. My back hurts so fucking bad, Jesus Christ. I had no idea how much it was hurting until I fucking sat down to talk. A little shaky, I guess. I don't know. So tired. This isn't a video. It's not a video. This is not a video. It's gonna go up though, so unlike the other two I shot. So there's that. Oh my god. I gotta probably do some exercises for my arm, but I don't know what to do, and I don't want to make a doctor's appointment just to figure it out, so I'm probably gonna have to fucking Google some shit on what to do for my arm, because I literally I cannot lift it above here, which this one is fine. This one's like, I can't do it. It hurts. I don't even know what I did. What would be great is if the phone calls can get addressed early on enough in the day that I could just lay in bed the rest of the day. That would be really cool. That would be really dope and awesome and neat. I didn't talk about everything I wanted to in this video. I don't think I talked about anything I wanted, actually. I don't think this went how I wanted it to go. Did I have a plan for how I wanted it to go? Maybe. I don't know. I'm my own worst enemy and my own worst critic, and both of those things go hand in hand. I would love to actually work together with myself and not destroy everything before it's had a chance to exist, because I second guess myself and I question everything. And I hate myself. And I don't want to be here anymore. But I'm gonna be anyway, because right now, I mean, literally right now in life, everything feels so fucking fucked up. Like everything, I have been living in a haze for months. Just this haze of barely knowing what's going on, of barely understanding anything. I feel like I'm living moment to moment. I don't remember anything. I don't remember what I had for breakfast this morning. I don't remember anything. I can't remember anything. I'm so stressed. And I don't know why, and I don't know how to decrease the stress. And I feel like whatever the answer is, I'm not going to like it. And that's the other frustrating thing, is that everything with recovery, everything with healing feels like you can't do another thing. Like it always feels like to get better, it's like, well, stop doing this, stop doing that, stop doing this, stop doing that. Or do this thing that you're really struggling to do. It's like, it's so much work, it's so much effort, it's so hard, it's so fucking hard, and I don't know, I'm so fucking burnt out. I'm burnt the fuck out on trying to get better. And that's not a good place to be when you feel so much despair. You know, there was a time when I had more motivation about fixing myself and fixing my life. There was a time when I had a lot more motivation, and I wish I could get that back, but I don't know how anymore. I feel like I've and this is about life. This is about life. This is not specifically about YouTube, or any one thing I'm doing. This is literally like life right now. It just feels like there's nothing good anymore. Nothing. What's the word? Jesus. Not interesting. There's plenty of things that are interesting, but everything's gray. Everything's dull. Everything clangs, and that's hard. That's a hard thing to explain to anyone right now. I've overthought. I've obsessively overthought about every direction my life could go, every possible fucking path, forward, backward, side to side. Like I've thought of fucking everything. I mean, I haven't thought of everything, but like for all intents and purposes, I have thought of everything. And the funny thing is when you think about your life in those terms, it takes all of the joy out of actually living. Because, you know, there's supposed to be some fucking, you know, there's supposed to be some mystery to it, and fucking my brain just doesn't leave it alone, and I just fucking ruminate until I'm miserable, and then everyone else is miserable. And now I'm at a point where I cannot stop ruminating, and I'm genuinely fucking afraid that I will never enjoy anything in life ever again, because everything that has come into my life that I'm supposed to enjoy, I haven't been able to. Because I've been overthinking. And I've thought myself into a pattern where anytime a good thing happens, my brain immediately tries to tear it apart into why it's bad. Anytime there's anything good, my brain immediately starts to just try to find how it's bad. And I hate that. I don't want to be like that. That is fucking pessimistic and negative. I don't want my brain to work like that. I don't want to be like that. And I know that, in theory, I know the answer is to, okay, well, try to pick it apart into, not literally pick it apart, but, you know, do the same thing, but optimism, right? Flip it over. And I know that is the answer. I'm just really, it's really hard to believe anything. It's not hard to believe that anything good can happen. It's hard to believe right now that anything good will matter. That's the scary thing right now, is that I feel like no matter what good things happen, they won't matter. Because I've fucked my brain up so much, because I've fucked my thinking patterns up so much. That's what I'm most afraid of. That's what I'm most afraid of. That every good thing that I've ever wanted can and will come into my life, and I won't recognize it, because that's already happening. It's already happening. Wonderful things are happening in my life. Beautiful, good things are happening in my life. I have been given so much. I've been given so much. I've been given so much more than I deserve. I have been. And every good thing that comes into my life, I either dismiss it, or I find a way that it's not actually good and it's bad. And I hate this. I hate that I do this. I hate that my brain is doing this right now. I hate it. I do not know how to change it. I want to change it. I do want to change it. And I know some of it is just repetition, right? Repetition, teaching your brain to think something else, right? That's the part that's good about therapy, right? It's because there is such a thing as toxic thinking patterns, and I have them. I have loads of them. And I have not fixed them through years of therapy, and whether that's by stubbornness, idiocy, or non-compliance, I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. Clearly I'm not doing it right. So I don't know what to do. I don't know how to, because I know what the problem is. I mean, sometimes I know what the problem is, sometimes I don't. Oh, Jesus. I hate this chair. Oh my God. I don't know. It's been terrifying to me. It is terrifying to me how many good things I have had happen, and that my brain just turns it into bad. It is terrifying that I got this apartment and the first thing I did was cry about it. Like, the first thing I did was be sad and miserable about it. That, you know, I was given furniture for free. I was given furniture for free that I could not afford. And my response was, well, I didn't get a choice in it. A friend helped me move last minute, and my response was, I don't have friends. Nobody's helping me. Several people have taken the time to spend time with me, you know, the past couple weeks. And my response is, I'm so alone, nobody cares about me. And I know I'm doing this. I know I'm doing this. I know I'm doing this, and I don't want to. I don't want to do that. Probably the most wonderful thing in my life ever happened at one point. And all I can do is fucking bitch about it. All I can do is complain and cry and mope and whine and say how it's unfair. I've been shown more kindness than I deserve. And all I can do is gripe. All I can do. That's all I can do. I'm infuriated with myself. I'm frustrated. And I don't know how to change it. I don't know how to change it. Because clearly this pain is real, right? Clearly if I'm crying about it, clearly if I'm experiencing, you know, it's real. I'm not, you know, I'm definitely not faking, that's for fucking sure. Definitely not faking. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm angry at myself. And this happened with my partners as well. It happened with my partners as well. We were dating, you know, we were together. And I couldn't stop myself from being miserable all the time. And it was too much for them in the end. Because it's exhausting to have someone like me in your life. It is exhausting to have somebody in as much pain as me in your life. It's exhausting. I'm fucking exhausting to be around. I'm exhausting to be around. I'm exhausting to take care of. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I've got to change my perspective. I've got to change my thinking patterns. Because yes, there are also things that are really tough happening. It would be diminishing of my experience to say that I'm not going through hell right now. And also, I still have to survive it. I still have to get through this part. I still have to survive what I've been given. Which means my perspective has to change. My perspective has to. And, you know, I've spent so long trying to change it, and I don't know how else to change it. I don't know what to do. 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 I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know what to do with my life. I don't know. I don't think I'm doing anything right. I'm ruining my fucking channel with this shit. I'm ruining my life. Sorry, I thought I heard something else. Nothing. Oh god, my back. Everything hurts. I film these videos like this, and I'm vulnerable about my pain, and I'm vulnerable about how my brain works, because I want to believe that someday I will be a different person. Not actually, you know, I'll still be me. But that these thinking patterns, these ways of looking at the world that are hurting me, that are crippling me, that are tearing me down instead of building me up, that I'm going to be able to look back and I'm going to be able to be like, you know, of course you were hurting, man, and things are different now. Like, you know, I guess that is the faith I'm having is you know, that I've been so suicidal my whole life. By every statistical right, honestly, I should have killed myself by now. Someday I'm gonna actually do the math once I figure out how to do the math on it. Because that would just be an interesting number to see of how dead I should be. Because there's no reason I should still be alive. There's no reason that I should have not attempted by now. With how many times I've gone to the hospital, with how many times I've felt like attempting, with how many times I've gotten close to attempting. But I've never actually attempted. because, I mean, frankly, the reason I haven't is because, alright, this is dark, but, I wouldn't want to fail, and I know most attempts fail. Most attempts fail, and that scares me more is failing an attempt to the point where I wouldn't be able to try again is what scares me the most. Because that does happen. You know, most attempts fail. And sometimes it's not pretty. Anyway. But I don't know. We shouldn't be thinking about that right now. Because, you know. I want to believe if I keep going, you know, I do firmly believe, you know, the only way that your life can't get better is if you're gone. The only way your life can't get better is if you're dead. That's the only way it can't get better. That's the only fucking way. That's the only way. You have 1,000,001 chances as long as you stay alive. Every choice you make, every little step you take towards trying to, you know, find a version of your life that you can have peace about, you know, have peace, have joy. And I say joy because, you know, one of the things that I honestly hate that therapists say this, but one of the things that therapists a lot of times say is you're like, I want to be happy. I want to be happy. And then they go like, well, you know, constant happiness isn't realistic. And it's like, yeah, I know. Yes. No, I don't think that me being better means me walking around all the time like, oh my God, this is amazing. Oh my God, I've never had a worry in the world. There's no such thing as pain at all. It's all perfect. Everything's wonderful, and I'll never feel sad again. Literally, when did I bring that into the conversation? If I say I want to be happy someday, I mean I would like the moments of peace, the moments of contentment, the moments of joy to outweigh the moments of pain. Because I am in an abnormal amount of pain. This is not normal. This is not normal. This is not normal, okay? Feeling this much pain is not normal. It is not a humane life to feel this much pain. And I know to some extent I will always be in more pain than the average person. And that is unfair. That is unfair, and it's an unfairness I need to make peace with. It's an unfairness I need to make peace with, and I'm having difficulty making peace with it right now. Because there's grief in that, right? You know, if I had, you know, a healthy childhood, if I had a healthy growing up, if certain traumatic events hadn't taken place in my life, you know, I wouldn't be in this much pain. And it's unfair. It's unfair that I am suffering. You know, I am suffering for the combined choices of the people in my life and myself. I'm not blaming it all on other people. This is not a blame thing. I don't want this to be about a blame thing. It's not about blame, but it is about, you know, I was a difficult kid. I didn't always talk about what was wrong because I didn't always know how to talk about what was wrong. And how can the adults in your life help if you can't talk about what's wrong? Or if you talk about it in the wrong way and they don't understand, It's no one's fault. None of this is anyone's fault. But I am in an exorbitant amount of pain. Far more than anyone should have to carry, frankly. And I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one who's in this much pain. Suicide is a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. It's a terrible result of pain in a person's life. And it will destroy the people around you. It will. If that ends up being your choice. And that's what keeps me up at night, man. And that is the thing. It's gray, man. It's gray. I can't imagine what it would be like to have a son suffering as much as me. And to have to wonder every day if your son's gonna make it. Having to wonder every day if your son is gonna push through. It has to be exhausting. It has to be exhausting. It was exhausting for my exes. It's exhausting. It is exhausting. Hell, if you watch my fucking channel, it's probably exhausting. On some level. It is exhausting to have someone like me in your life. And I'm trying, man. That's the thing, is people just, they lose the bandwidth for me. I can't imagine how it must feel to try to do everything for your child. And they're still like this. When you try to help, and you try to talk to them, and you try to, And I'm still here saying I'd rather be dead. How does that have to feel as a parent? To try to give your son everything that you can in your limited capacity as a human being who is also suffering. And all your son can respond with is, I still want to die, I still want to die, I still want to die, I still want to die. I still want to die. I don't know how to fix it, man. I don't know how to fix it. I don't know how to I don't want to be exhausting to be around. I don't want to be a burden. And I know the biggest burden would be suicide. If I killed myself, that would be the greatest burden that I could give them. It'd be the greatest burden I could give them, is if I killed myself. Whether it succeeded or not, frankly. I can't imagine how it must feel to watch someone like me just over and over again. It's like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make the feeling go away. I don't know how to make the desire go away. I don't know how to stop seeing suicide as an escape from my pain. And I don't know how to stop going through life just searching for escape. Because I don't think that's healthy either. Just always trying to find a way out. And I know I have to survive. I have to survive. I have to. Because there's always a chance, man. I'm not even 30 yet. I'm not even 30. There's so much time for things to change. There's so much time for things to get better. I have so much time for things to get better, you know? There are some people who just don't, you know. I mean, I fully believe that no human, like, humans aren't done until they're at least 35, like, you know. No one peaks until 35. You can't. It has to be at least then for a person to be at their best. So I've still got 5-ish years. So your 20s are stupid. Listen, 20s are dumb. This is what I'm finding. People are like, "Oh man, your 20s." No, 20s suck. Your 20s. I think my 20s have been my worst decade. Hopefully, dear God, I hope I don't have a worse decade than this one. God, it's been bad, man. My 20s have been horrendous. My whole life has not been great, but my 20s, man. Woo. I'd have broken some kind of record. Not literally, but you know. Anyway. Why am I still talking? Jesus. What time is it? Fucking Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ! It's 6:30. Holy shit. What am I doing? Time to be on the phone for hours. Time to be on hold with people who barely know what they're doing. Yay. Good. I love it. This is my favorite part of life. This is my favorite part. I want my case manager. I'm so fucking mad that my case manager won't call me back. It's probably my fault, but anyway. Hopefully, Jesus Christ. Hopefully this is not as bad as it feels like it is, because I feel like I'm gonna have a meltdown today, because fucking I'm gonna get some kind of information that's gonna fucking ruin my life, and I'm gonna be really fucking stressed. Jesus Christ. I don't want bad things to happen. I don't want bad things to happen. Let's just take away all the bad things, maybe. No more bad things ever again. We just take away all the bad things. Can I put a bowl on my head and glitch into the wall and find Narnia? Christ. Man, that'd be great. Right. You can Skyrim glitch your way into Narnia. Jesus Christ. That's stupid. Anyway. Dude, that's only funny to me because I haven't fucking slept. That's only funny to me because I have not slept at all. I'm just imagining like little Lucy running around with just a mixing bowl on her head, just slamming into the wardrobe over and over again. No, that's stupid. Oh my God. Shut up. Jesus. Okay, no, stop. Anyway, so I'll look forward to that scene if I ever write that damn fucking thing that I'm trying to write. If I ever do what I say I'm gonna do, which I don't ever. I never fucking do anything I say I'm gonna do. God, I hate myself. I wish I would keep half of my promises, a quarter of them, one of them. That'd be great. Any of them, please. Okay. I should probably go. Should probably go. Did I have anything else I wanted to say? I don't think so. 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 Probably, but I don't think so. Okay. I look forward to the day I can do something with my hair that isn't this. I look forward to the day I can get it cut, maybe. I can afford that someone would be willing to drive me to get a haircut. I look forward to the day that my dog can be here all the time, and that I can manage to give him the fucking 6 walks a day that he apparently fucking needs. He loves the outside. This is also the thing. Sometimes I don't know. I might baby my dog a little too much sometimes. A little bit. I don't. It's definitely possible he doesn't need as much walks or outside time as he thinks he does. But I'm really worried about I'm worried about keeping him occupied and busy, and you know, I don't know. I'm worried about him getting antsy. I don't know. Anyway. But it is possible sometimes I baby him a little too much. I don't know. Possibly sometimes it's like, no, you don't need a walk. You need to find something to do. Okay. Oh, God. Why did I even talk about that? Okay. I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna stay alive. Because I would love to, make videos when, it's not all this crying and, whimpering to a camera and such. So, there's that. Okay, anyway. My back hurts so fucking bad right now. I want to cry. I have to sleep with this now. I have to sleep with this pain. After hours on the phone. Ow. Fucking ow. Fucking ow. It hurts so bad. Okay, alright. I'm done bitching. Okay, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, David. Shut up. Shut up, David. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Take care of yourselves for me better than I do of myself.